Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here's Traymon Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Go, 14.
A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Four down.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Alert.
Here's Wilson.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Wilson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Broncos 48-yard line.
The second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They try to throw on second down. Bronco defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And Howe will throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Second and 10. Second down. Howell now.
And incomplete.
The offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Howe throwing on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown! George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders 7, Broncos 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
12. Start.
Now Wilson, option right. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
That's good. 4 on Denver Broncos.
Now Wilson changing the play.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards.
Denver Broncos.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
One left. All goes special.
Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 2nd down, Williams. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The way he roared up and made that play, that tells me that he spent a lot of time in the film room analyzing what this offense does, and he saw something that convinced him he didn't have to worry about the pass. He could just go right now and make a play. I think if you're the offensive team, you better file that away a little bit. Maybe think about some play action down the road. You might catch him deep.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
215. Gun. Start.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams,
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
and the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
2nd down, Hal back to pass. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A tackle made there by Drew Sanders.
These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
when you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Howell now to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On the draw, Robinson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
Robinson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Robinson again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his first rushing touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Here's a diving catch right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, first catch for Judy, good for a first down.
Judy fell just shy of his first 1,000-yard season last year and showed just how good a playmaker he can be. One big reason why the Broncos have told everyone he's staying in Denver.
Block that.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Quick throw there is incomplete. The Broncos had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Now Wilson on second down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
95. 18. Strike.
On third down, Wilson. And it will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
Throw complete there, Rodgers. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Faking the handoff. Howell. That one downfield for Dotson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That could be the stuff this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 35 5 yards that time on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson wants a different look.
Here's Wilson. Off play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
First down, Howell to throw.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense. And guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Washington.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. Checks this one down to Robinson.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now Howell.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Howell. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to do.
There he goes, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
2nd and 10, Howell. That one downfield for Dotson.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Go, go, go. Left half, left half. Go, let's go, let's go.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
12.
Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
To throw is Wilson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Alex Singleton making the play defensively. Found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs and no dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
Shot 50. Good shot.
They'll start by running the option to the right.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
And quickly they get to the line.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Wilson going to try once more.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
95. Right left. Good job right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And room there to work it inside the 25.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Check 50, check 50. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
They run it again with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 1st downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll go play action. Howell.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
Pushing his way through.
Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Washington on third down.
They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, Wilson going to change things up here.
They'll look to throw again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Give left side to Robinson.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
On third down, Robinson.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw. Howell throws to his man. The all-round. It's complete. That's Robinson. Touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders will add to their fourth-quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Commanders 28, Broncos 17.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Wilson.
At the 15-yard line.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Alert. Screen,
They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
Now Wilson changing the play.
2-yard line.
To throw on second down. Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, it's Williams.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Broncos say they have it. They do. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Good job right there. Good time.
Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now. This is second and long.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
They'll come up now on second down.
Alert, 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 alert. Start.
Now Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Go, go, go. Go, go, 4 down, 4 down. Go, go, 4 down, 4 down.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30.
And he is going to have the Broncos first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on fourth and long to give him a new set of downs.
Now a give up the middle to Williams.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Now first and goal.
14, Friday. Start.
And they'll try the option on first and goal.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And he is going to get in, but there is a flag down, and this is in the area of holding. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Howell.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here's 2nd down. Howell to throw.
This one caught by Kittle.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Well, Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. From the left hash, this for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made on the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Commanders,